This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, Pierre, you remember when the conversation was, you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
Back to Nembhard. Fires it. And he can't get that one. Here's Curry. Oh, sweet move. The rebound by Nembhard. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, here's what the Rockets head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Yeah?
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Thompson. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. And Boozer gets it to go.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And DeRozan, here we go. And it's in there.
Well, doing what he does best. DeMar DeRozan hits the afterburner on the drive, catches the defense flat-footed.
Pass to Boozer. And here's Nembhard, defended by DeRozan. Here's Reeves. Off target at the rim. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside Curry. Here's Zubac. And the layup is good off the glass. And that'll tie this game up.
Yeah, that's Zubac just carving out space with that big frame.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Reeves. Boston pulls it in. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Now here's Reeves. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Here's Boozer. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Houston shooting their first free throws of the night now. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Curry with it. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
And he gets to the rim with ease. Murray makes those athletic plays look effortless.
Now here's Nembhard. No made baskets yet. And here's Reeves outside. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
It's Sharp on the wing. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Amen Thompson. Boston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he sinks the second. Houston in the lead. Pass to Huff. Now Reeves. From down in the low post, it goes. Reeves has got 5 now.
You know, Reeves is such a crafty and clever player. He's so good at finding ways to score inside.
On the attack, Curry. Can't hit from in close. The Rockets lead by 4. Thompson outside. On the wing, Nembhard. Pass to Huff. Here's Reeves. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Sharp. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Now here's Reeves. 5 points in the game. Pass to Thompson. Zubac with the steal. Here's Curry. And he lays it in off the breakaway. And that ties it up.
Boy, his hustle and his acceleration makes Steph Curry such an excellent open floor player. This guy has the ability to finish on the break time and time again.
And Boston with some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Nembhard. He's scoreless. The 3 is up. The Rockets with another miss. Now Conley. Thomas, left side. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Well, when you think about Cam Thomas, Doris, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, it's the first thing that comes into Cam's mind, and that's put the ball in the basket. And the ability to do it from range or off the bounce, this guy is a special offensive player.
And Thompson gets it to go.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Pass to Brown. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Carr. Huff pulls it in.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
To the middle. Back to Nembhard. From deep, Reeves. Hauled in by Brown.
How about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
They retain possession. Thomas, left side. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
You love to see Cam Thomas pursue the extra opportunity. He's got a big, strong body. Go use it.
Back to Nembhard. To the inside.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Houston will go for a different look here. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thomas outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Here's Carr. Thomas outside. Over Powell. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far.
Boston 15.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Here's Curry. That won't go either for Curry.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
And here's Jerome. Pass to Filipowski. 6 to shoot. Boston pulls it in. It's Sharp on the wing. Doesn't go that time. Houston in the lead. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Houston working the ball around. Pass to Murray Boyles. For 3. Here's Filipowski. Out to Powell. Another shot. Jerome outside. Hits a three-pointer. Jerome's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Now here's Sharp. Back to Curry. Murray looking around. Murray takes flight.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
It's Powell on the wing. Down low. Filipowski in the post. And yep, it's good. Filipowski's got his first points of the game. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Thomas. Back to Curry. To the cup. Curry laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
There's a craftiness to Stephen Curry's game. He just frees his defenders, and that allows him to get by on the drive.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Allie. All right, Doris, when you're talking about the type of player who comes off the bench, what kind of player do you like best in that six-man role?
I mean, for me personally, I love guys who can keep pressure on the defense with their scoring ability. Somebody who can shoot with range or put it on the deck, because then your offense doesn't take a step back.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Well, we've seen Steph Curry master the pick and roll, and you can see why he is so good in this situation. What a great pass to set up the score.
Jerome up top. Shoots. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Jerome's got 5 points now in the quarter. Now here's Thomas. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Shot from the wing. Curry's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now here's Sharp. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. On target from about 13 feet. Curry's got 6 points.
You see the fear that Curry and his ability to shoot with range. It opens up other aspects, whether the drive or, in that instance, the midi.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Celtics making a switch here. Here's Beal. Still without a bucket. Pass to Thompson. Hauled in by Brown. The Celtics with the lead. Conley looking for an opening. Now here's Brown. Clock at 6. Pass to Love. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Carr. Offline with a 3. And it's Houston's ball. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Oklahoma City where they'll face the Thunder. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
The floater is a tougher shot than it looks, but boy, he makes it look effortless.
Now here's Conley. Tries the spin move. Inside. Oh, that's good. Love's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Beal outside. Knocks down the triple.
Well, Bradley Beal does not need to handle the ball to be a threat. He gets to the catch-and-shoot game and makes the defense pay.
Pass to Thomas. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Houston in the lead. .136 left in the first half. Beal outside. Houston working the ball around. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. He shoots. And another basket for Houston.
It doesn't matter where Beal's taking the shot. He's going to knock it down because Brad has that smooth J.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Curry. He's got 6. And there's the drive. And Curry just carving him up inside.
We spend so much time thinking about Stephen Curry's shooting ability and probably don't talk enough about how elite his handle is.
Pass to Thompson. And here's Reeves. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
And you know, Reeves has put a ton of work into that floater, and now he relies on it.
Here's Curry. Curry creates inside.
This guy has looked so much better in the second quarter, really starting to find his rhythm.
Pass to Boozer. Up top, Thompson. To the paint. Boozer misses.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And he gets that one. Curry's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Boozer. Fires in the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. And you have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Houston up by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Curry. Lets it go from deep. money for Stephen Curry.
3 points.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
Now the Celtics on the move. Nembhard with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Clanks the dunk off the rim. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And the free throw, no good.
It's been great watching Ivica Zubac's growth. This guy, his game has evolved and his role is increasing.
Pass to DeRozan. To the inside. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
And the Celtics in possession here. After Houston's three-pointer on the other end. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
The assist.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
Nembhard outside. Stolen by Sharp. And they're on the break. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Reeves with the ball. Picked up by DeRozan. Stolen by Sharp. It's a one-on-one situation. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And counted. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Outside Reeves. Back to Nembhard. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here's Sharp. It's hauled in by Houston.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Pass to Reeves. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
And from undrafted to a key part of this rotation, Reeves showing just how far he's come with this dominant scoring display.
Now here's Curry. He's got 17. Sinks it from distance. Curry's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
To the middle. Tipped away. And stolen by Murray. DeRozan looks it over. Wing shot on the way. And Reeves pulls it down. Rockets trail by 6. Pass to Nembhard. Houston working the ball around. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Sharp.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And when you watch Reeves, he believes every shot is going in. I mean, he plays with major confidence.
Inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Assist goes to.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Pass to Boozer. Here he goes. And a nice finish on the layup. Boozer's got 9 points.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Here's Thomas. DeRozan outside. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Make no mistake, with that frame and that touch, Zubac's a tough cover in close.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul of the game. Back to Nembhard. Shot on the wing. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Now just a 1-point Boston lead.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Thomas outside. That one is off. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Shot is good by Reeves.
He's going off this quarter, a huge reason why this team is on top.
Outside Conley. Here's Carr. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Outside Reeves. No go for him there. 9 for 15 now. And it's Conley with the ball for the Celtics. Driving in. Uses the glass on the layup. Conley's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, there's a certain level of quickness you've got to contend with. Mike Conley off the dribble drive.
And they call an illegal screen here.
At this level, you can't afford to give the ball away. That's hurt them big time.
The Celtics with the lead. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third quarter. Thomas outside. Shot clock at 5. Some solid defense from Cornet.
His scoring hasn't been what we're accustomed to, but as a team, they have been able to find success.
Here's Jerome. Counted from distance. Jerome's got 10. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Pass to Thomas. Back to Conley. Some solid defense from Cornet.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Jerome. Takes a 3. No good. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The Rockets on top, leading by just 2. And we've got more action coming your way.
49.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Beal with it. With the drive. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to Curry. Outside Love. Now here's Thomas. Takes the 3. And it's Cornet with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Down low. And a two-handed jam.
Woo! Defense defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
On the wing, Curry. Outside, Brown. Back to Curry. Launches it. And the three-pointer goes. Curry's got 23.
One of the most special players offensively in the history of the game, Stephen Curry, cooking right now.
Jerome with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. Conley comes with a double team.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Substitution on the board.
So it's Boston now. Outside Murray. Here comes Murray. Gets the bucket and the foul.
Defensive foul.
It goes on Kyle Filipowski.
That play by Murray. I mean, it's the kind of thing that fires up a team.
Team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
The shot by Filipowski, no good. They push it up 4-on-3. And it's DeRozan missing.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Back to Cornet. Jerome outside. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Since halftime, either they've gotten sloppier or the defense has turned up.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside Curry. Soft touch off the glass. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Beal's got room. Houston with another miss.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
That one drops. He ties it up.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Pass to Williams. Back to Thompson. Rebound Boston.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
DeRozan gets going. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
And DeMar DeRozan says, I've got a little showman in me. My goodness gracious, sets the crowd on fire with that one.
Good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Outside Curry. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Curry's got 28 points for the game. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
And Allie, thank you for that. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Nembhard outside. Pass to Boozer. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
DeRozan with the ball. Started now by Williams.
Wow, they needed a bucket, and Zubac answers the call big time.
Hits it, falling back. The lead is 2. Now Curry. Outside Sharp. DeRozan outside. Curry fires. Yes, sir. Hits the jumper.
One of the best ever at embracing big moments. Step up to the challenge.
Nembhard outside. Here's Thompson. Flushes it down with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
And here's Nembhard. Reeves. The triple drop.
Yeah, just a huge bucket for Reeves. How this guy goes undrafted, I'll never know.
Now DeRozan. Oh, he misses the layup. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. It's a one-point game. Money from 3.
Nice find by Thompson. Good to see him sharing the ball like this.
There's the steal. Murray pulls it down. The Celtics on offense. Curry goes in. Now Zubac. And stolen by Williams. Now here's Nembhard. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Now Reeves. Here's Boozer. The 17-footer. Zubac pulls it down.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
They've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
He hits the first one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Curry nails both of them.
When it's this close, he's exactly who they want at the strike.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Curry with it. Started now by Williams. Zubac.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That's what you call clutch free throws, and he shuts the door on this basketball game. Great job.
And the Celtics call time here. They trail by 4. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Stephen Curry. Oh, money.
Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
And so the big win by Houston in a tight game. What a performance they had.